Okay, so an overview of the notifications, which allows you to be notified when something is out of its usual range on your system. If you're on a mobile, it will look more like this, and the desktop, which I'm going to show you, will look like this. So for each parameter, you can choose to be notified via email or via push notification on the app. If you're using email and you're not getting the emails, check your spam folder, and I would recommend adding inspirehomeautomation.co.uk to your safe senders list. Again, with your push notifications, make sure that you allowed the app to send push notifications. If you didn't, or you're not getting them, check your app or your phone settings to allow this feature. And you can also have both enabled if you wish. So let's go through the various settings. So the room temperature in the house, you can set an alert if it drops below a certain temperature or if it goes above a certain temperature. So let's say, for example, that your schedule is set so heating should never drop below 17 degrees. So we could say that if it drops below 15 degrees, we want to know about it. Possibly because the boiler has stopped working, so the house is getting cold. Equally, depending on the boiler system, your heating system may have zone valves. These are quite prone to failure, and when they fail, you may end up with no heating, or you may end up with the heating running all the time, in which case the house temperature will start getting hotter and hotter. So, for example, if the hottest your house should get based on your settings is 22 degrees, we could say if it goes above 23, for example, then something's wrong and I want to know. Because again, if you've got a faulty zone valve and your heating's running all the time, firstly, your house is going to get quite hot, but secondly, it's going to cost you money in your in excessive heating bills. So if you've got no heating or you've got continuous heating, it will let us know, and then you can investigate by looking at the graph and seeing what's happening, and then potentially go around there and/or get a heating engineer. Just be aware with this one that, especially with the heat waves we're having these days in the summer, that it's highly likely that your house temperature will go above this temperature in the summer. So you're going to get sort of notifications, which is just because it's hot. So in the summer, you can probably safely ignore those, or in the summer, you could just switch it off. Current set point or current target temperatures. Again, if it's above or below a certain range, you can be alerted with it. I don't use these because my target temperatures are set on the schedule and I use the auto function, so I don't need them. But if you allowed your guests or your users to have a much bigger temperature adjustment range on the thermostat, you may want to know where if they turn it up above 25 degrees, I want to know. So you can set that to 25 and just say I want an email. The function is what you normally set on the home page, and depending on the locks, this may be changed on the thermostat. I normally don't use this because my system is set to auto and it's locked to auto, but if you want to know if you allow changes on the thermostat and you want to know about it, again, you can click that. Humidity. Generally, if the humidity in a property stays above 70% for a prolonged period of time, that is when you can start getting mold growth. And we really don't want that in any building, and especially we don't want it in HMOs. If it goes above 70% for a short period of time, that's nothing to worry about. So, for example, when people use the showers or if they're cooking, you may get humidity going up above 70%. So we're not fussed about that, But we may say if it goes above 70 or maybe 75 for, let's say, if it goes above 70 for 2 hours, then I want an email. And then when you get that email, you can check the graph and say, oh, okay, yep, it's only just 2 hours, that's fine. Or, oh, blimey, it's been 70 for, prolonged periods, I need to investigate it. And that may be as simple as just a little note to your tenants, just saying, please ventilate, please open the windows, don't dry towels on the radiators, etc., etc. This, I'd recommend you leave it on. It will just let you know when your batteries are running low. It will send you an alert, and you'll still have plenty of time just to go and change them when you're next over. Geofence isn't really used for HMOs. Tamper alert, this will let you know if the system is way out of specification, so something is seriously wrong. To be honest, if you got these set up, you're going to know anyway before it detects this one, but you may as well have it on. Relay module or the receiver, if that disconnects from the Wi-Fi router, it can let you know. If it's a very short disconnection, for say a minute or so, it won't let you know, but if it's a disconnection for a significant period of time, you can have it let you know. And again, it may just be that the internet is down in your area, so first instance, probably just leave it for an hour or so, make sure that you've got internet connection. If the internet is down, or the router's been unplugged, when it's plugged back in, the system should come back up. Again, device, so that means if a thermostat disconnects from a receiver, and again, it can let you know. Due to radio interference and other external factors, the occasional disconnection is nothing to worry about. But if you're getting several disconnections, or the disconnection doesn't fix itself, then you may need to investigate further. And again, if you're getting several disconnections, you may want to look at your signal strengths and possibly look at a signal booster, or can you reposition something to get a better signal.